This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for Top of the Morning. Best 30-minute morning show on the internet. You are joined by the TUC twins. Do us a solid, real quickington. Head over to the link you see on your screen right about now. tuconservative.com is the website. Head over there. You can check out our Hamilton plan, $10 for the year. Get to join a pretty cool website. You know what I'm saying? Help the folks out. And also, Ali, I have to hit you with the plug. Hold on. Go ahead. Cover for me for a second. I got an incoming. Okay, incoming. Well, we're going to hit you with the plug anyway. You could also go over to that website and hit that Ali for NC tab. And on that tab, you will find out that I am indeed running for NC GOP vice chair so that we could do more in 2024. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at our NC GOP convention, June 8th to the 11th. Make sure you get yourself registered. We have some amazing endorsements for the campaign. As you can see, our Deputy Majority Whip and others are supporting the campaign. This is about the grassroots. This is about making sure that we as a Republican Party can be more effective in our urban areas across North Carolina, in our Raleighs, in our Charlottes, in our Durhams, in our Wilmingtons. We have to become competitive. We have to do things differently. We need new energy, new ideas, and people who are going to lead from the front. So again, tuconservative.com/Ali for NC. You can also head on over to our website, grab yourself, like my twin brother was saying, you can grab yourself a shirt. You can grab yourself a mug. You can sponsor the show. You can get one of those work privilege things because we don't believe in white privilege, black privilege. We believe it is actual work privilege that gets you to succeed in the greatest country on the planet. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the Pliz Nanet. Now, Ross said he had an incoming. So I am going to go ahead and start off the show in reverse order because, and this is going to get us in trouble with some people. I don't know if this gets us in trouble. Do I care if it gets us in trouble? I don't know. But here's the thing, right? If you went to a dentist's office, okay, and this is what you saw when you got to the dentist's office, what would you think? Okay? No bonnets, no house shoes, no pajama bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're one of the people that are just listening and can't see the screen, on the screen is a picture that says no bonnets, no house shoes, no pajama bottoms when you go to the dentist office. Now, the dentist, who only identifies as Dr. Sutton, placed a sign on the table of the dental office that reads, as you see on your screen, no bonnets, no house shoes, no pajama bottoms. And on Wednesday, this is last Wednesday, some Twitter users shared the now viral photo of the sign and received mixed reactions from other users on the social media platform. It's got about 5 million views and about 1,000 people up on it. Now, while some people think the doctor's rules are anti-black and racist, of course they're racist. Don't you know that that's meant to keep black people from coming to the dentist office? You can't wear your bonnet, you can't wear your house shoes, and no pajama bottoms. So of course, People on the left in the comments are saying this is a racist thing. Now, some are saying this is anti-black and racist, and others are praising it for being a high standard of practice. Now, I am 44, my brother's 44. We're the same age, only about 5 minutes apart. But there was a point when we used to go out as children. We used to be out in public as kids. And I think even all the way up to the age of like maybe, I don't know, 15, 16, I've never saw women outside with bonnets on, like the bathroom bonnets. I just don't recall seeing that. And y'all get in the comments, let us know. Am I tripping? I- Is this thing, this bonnet, like dressing like you're just got out of bed, or literally just getting out of bed and going in public? Is this a new thing? I am at a loss for it, because I get it. So I'm not throwing people under the bus by saying you can't wear a bonnet in public. You want to wear your bonnet in public, that's fine. But am I tripping on that? That there was a point in time where people didn't actually wear pajamas out of the house? Like, you got dressed to go out, you looked decent, you made sure your shirt was ironed, you made sure your pants weren't hanging off your butt. I don't, am I sounding like an old guy? Huh. I don't know. But this doctor, this dentist, has decided to set a standard that there are no bonnets, no house shoes, and no pajama bottoms allowed at the dentist allowed at the dentist's office. Now, I don't think this has always been like this, and I'd be curious in this story if there was something that led up to this. Was she getting a certain type of client that kept coming in? Um, People are saying, one person said, I got kicked out. If I got kicked out for wearing pajama bottoms to a root canal, I would Karen so hard on that place. Of course you would. Bonnets are stigmatized because they're associated with black people. Point blank, period. No. No. But no. You really think that there's an actual sensible reason to be upset with someone protecting their hair because that's what a bonnet is for, to protect your hair? And it's typically, it's in my opinion, it's stuff you wear at the house. You protect your hair when you're sleeping. You know, I guess. But here's the interesting thing part. For everybody saying that this doctor is racist for this, get this part. Dr. Sutton is black. That's right, y'all. The dentist who wants you to dress like you are going in public, who wants you to not wear your bathroom bonnet, because I'm going to call it what it is. It's a bathroom bonnet, a household attire, and your pajama bottoms. Now, see, the thing is, pajamas are pajamas, and they have a purpose. They're not to be worn in public. Now, I get it. You got to run to the 7-Eleven. You got to run to the Walmart real quick. You don't feel like throwing on the pants. You're going to hit the drive-through real fast. All right, I got you. Leave the pajama pants on. But to go into the dentist office, not so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. Is this racist? Is this black dentist stigmatizing black people? Is she being a racist herself because she wants you to dress like you got some common sense when you come into the dentist's office? Let us know. Get in the comments. We're going to be right back after this commercial break here on Top of the Morning. And make sure you don't wear your bonnet when you go out today. We'll be right back. This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are back on top of the
I'm
morning.
back, bro. I'm back. I had a as a journalist, you get phone calls and you got to jump off. And
Ooh, journalism call.
I
Ooh.
didn't even get to voice my opinion about the dang on bonnets.
Real quick, go.
When did men start wearing bonnets?
Good question.
What, did anybody wear a bonnet when we was in high school other than females?
Nah, son, no.
Did one teenage boy come to school other than the boy that was in choir come to school with a bonnet on?
Nah, and I can't
Did
even recall any of them dudes coming with a bonnet on.
Right, but somehow now everybody, no, it's like a fluffy wave cap. No, sir, it's a bonnet, and those are for girls. That was my opinion on the bonnets.
Yeah. All right, son. Yo, before we jump on this Trump and Tim Scott, because we're going to get to that today. You know, Trump had some things to say, weighed in on Tim Scott. But before we get into that, big problems on planes.
Ooh, big problems on planes. Well, I think that's an understatement. I think it's more like morbidly obese problems on planes. I think that's more of the statement than big problems on planes. I think it's that.
Mm.
Okay, so here's what you got. You got this I don't know how this qualifies as plus size. I know some plus size women, right? That are plus size. I don't like the term, but I know some plus size women. That's not plus size what you see on your screen. What's about to pop up is not plus size. That is not plus size, ma'am. That is very big. That is extremely big. Now, I don't know how she
Wait. I'm confused.
so
Oh, I understand now.
okay. Look what we got here. Let's back this up. Now, let's stop here. First of all, you're very inconsiderate because you got your backpack on the plane, right? That's first off. Second
Wow.
off. Nah, you can't like what? Let's just watch. Yo, I no disrespect, but come on, respectfully, like, what are we doing here? If your thighs look like that, what does your heart look like? Just asking. Why are you trying to fit? Yeah, there you go. You got through. Now, I don't want to be sitting there when she's coming through because I'm getting hit with all kinds of ass and belly in my face as she slides through the aisle. She should be now. The question is this discrimination? Were the airplanes built to say, and we're not going to accommodate for morbidly obese people? It's just not in our plans. We're not going to do that. Was that discrimination, Ali?
Nah, so what you would have to suggest is that the designer of that plane that was built, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, had that in their brain. That's we built this plane. Okay, no, that's her.
That's her right there.
So that's her thing. Okay, I got it. She's got the Lizzo complex.
If that's what you want to call it.
Nah, it's
honestly, it's
complex.
Discrimination that they can't build wider aisles. So, what is this woman's definition of discrimination? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
I had to Google discrimination. Right? I was
did you really?
No, I was like, yo, it did. I was about to. I did the reach over, and I was like, do I have to Google discrimination again? Like, is there a different definition that I'm not aware of?
Yeah, I think it's a trigger. I think they use it as a trigger word to piss people off or to like get people incited. They're discriminating against
let me ask you a question.
Discriminatory.
Where's that lady from?
I have no idea.
Okay. The reason I ask, and because so there's an argument that's going to be made that you are picking on, big people and that big people are beautiful and we shouldn't be body shaming anybody and you're anti-women because you're body shaming this lady, and nobody is saying that. We're not saying that. What we're saying is the airplane, okay, was made to fit people that were not that size, because most people are not that size. They're just not that size, bro. They're just not.
All right, so listen, let me ask you this question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they even make coffins for people this big?
I do not know.
I mean, I know it's a bit of a morbid question, but I mean, you need to be more concerned with that. You need to spend a lot longer in there than you are on the plane. You know, might want to get comfortable in that damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna
took a little dark turn there.
Ooh.
Little dark left right there.
Little dark left right there. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're checking out Top of the Morning here on
No.
Urban
She don't get off that easy. She don't get off that easy.
No. I see we got some new viewers jumped in.
No.
Listen.
She don't get off that easy, bro. She don't get off that easy.
Honestly, it's discrimination that they can't build wider aisles in airplanes 2023.
Okay. I'm very sad, but it must be a huge weight off of her shoulders. Does she feel it's discrimination because she already has enough on her plate?
Oh my God. It's a good one.
What does a morbidly obese, what do you call a morbidly obese vegetarian?
I don't know.
Megafauna.
Oh my God.
I witnessed the breakup of an obese couple. I guess they didn't work out. What is Big Curvy Olivia's favorite workout?
I don't know.
Forklifts.
Jesus.
Oh.
Wow.
Doctor says you're obese. The patient says, for that, I definitely want a second opinion. The doctor says, and you're ugly.
It's great.
What do you call a visually impaired obese poker player?
A visually impaired
obese poker player.
Hold on. A blind, I don't know. I tried.
Big blind. A wife said, I'm getting obese. Give me a compliment to raise my morale. The husband replied, you have perfect eyesight.
Okay. Got one more?
You're obese, the doctor said. To live long enough, you have to avoid these 3 things. The doctor said, the patient said, sure, doc, what are those? Doc says breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some people call Americans grossly obese. We prefer to refer to it as manifest density. Oh, God. Oh,
manifest density? That's
an
actually...
obese friend of mine was... Listen, an obese friend of mine was going through some tough times. So I asked him if he needed any help. He said, no, thank you. I have a lot on my plate right now. A friend of mine used to be morbidly obese, but after lots of exercise and hard work, we were able to lift this coffin. I'm done. That will be the end of the morbidly obese jokes for the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, Trump weighs in on Tim Scott for president. Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back on Top of the Morning. Ali, real quick before we do this story, because we got about 10 minutes, right? So we're gonna be covering something I find very, very interesting. We always talk about organizations, and don't let the picture of Tim Scott fool you. This has nothing to do with Tim Scott, but we're gonna be covering some organizations that have been infiltrating our schools, right? And when I say infiltrating our schools, we got wind of an organization. And I'm just throwing this out there because we're going to cover this probably tomorrow morning, right? We got wind of an organization that is legit infiltrating our, Pennsylvania school system.
Wow.
By coming in under the guise, are y'all ready for this? Drum roll, under the guise of being a Holocaust historical organization, teaching about the Holocaust. But then guess what gets slid on in? Let's get tacos, beers, and quesadillas.
Wow.
Get slid on in. So I have to make mention of that because PA, y'all got some work to do out there, Pennsylvania. Y'all might want to get some good people on them school boards out there. Y'all might want to start taking a look at who your principals are and who your electeds are out there, because if you're more worried about optics than you are worried about these children being indoctrinated into this let's call it an alternative lifestyle thing, like this shouldn't be promoted in school. We agree on that, right, Ali?
Totally agreed.
Like anything other, when we say sex education, right? How do we define sex education at what? 12, what is that? Like 10th grade?
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Yeah,
10th grade?
10th grade is ninth is freshman, 10th grade is thing. Yeah.
9th, 10th grade, you go, okay, we're gonna do sex education, where babies come from. This is called this is called that, this is how this works. And boom. But what we're finding out is that, and we all have to be careful about this, Ali, and this will kind of lead into why we need to make sure we show up and vote, especially this year in our municipal elections. We need to show up. And in 2024, we need to show up, is because these people are slick with these agendas. They're coming with everything to mask what their real agenda is, which is indoctrinating children and emasculating men. That's what they're trying to do. I want to point something out that you may not have noticed. Why is it never women dressed like men doing drag shows? I'll wait. I'll wait. Give me an explanation why it's only men dressed like women performing drag shows. Explain to me. Silence from the gallery.
Exactly.
Ali,
yeah.
Why? Why is it only men? Because this is why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because it's about a sexual fetish. It has nothing to do with anything else. These are grown men who are trying to normalize pedophilia. This is what's happening, in my opinion, as they say in court. In my opinion, Your Honor. Yeah. In my opinion, this is a group of men who are trying to normalize pedophilia. That's what's going on.
How many drag story time hours are there at old folks' homes?
Well, it's not even that. Like, why can't we bring the old folks to talk to the kids? This is really that's what we need to do. We need to do old folk story time or elder story time. Right? That's what we need to be doing. But anyway, let's talk about Tim Scott. I got off on a rant and now we down the block.
Well, look.
Tim Scott. We got Tim Scott. There he is.
I like Tim Scott.
I like Tim Scott too.
I think Trump likes Tim Scott.
I think he does.
Good luck to Senator Tim Scott in entering the Republican presidential primary race. It is rapidly loading up with lots of people, and Tim is a big step up from Ron DeSanctimonious, who is totally unelectable. I got opportunity zones done with Tim, a big deal that has been highly successful. Good luck, Tim. Now, wait a minute. Wait a stinking minute.
Minute is waited.
But Trump is a racist. He's a racist. He doesn't like black people. How dare?
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Go ahead, do it.
Trump don't like daggers. I'm never gonna forget that. For the record, if y'all don't know this inside joke, y'all gotta go back a couple of episodes to where I discussed my drive-by niggering. Y'all don't get it. If you have to be a long time watcher to understand what just happened. But in all seriousness, he has taken a different tone with Tim Scott, and
that's dope. Though.
What does that bode for? Does that mean we got a potential Veep? A Veep? Do we get a black Veep? First black male Veep?
I'm saying it on today's episode, right here, right now. That's what that reads like, and I think Tim Scott's going to be his pick for VP.
He doesn't go with the birthing person?
Nah, he doesn't go BP. He doesn't go BP. He does it. He does
Birthing
the other
person.
BP. So he doesn't do birthing person. He does black person.
Ha ha ha. Ah, ha, ha. Good one. Good effing one right there. So I mean, maybe. I mean, can we get a little bit of background about Tim? Can we get a little bit of background? You got a little bit of background about this brother for those who
I
don't
do.
know?
Tim Scott grew up in a poor single parent household, North Charleston, South Carolina. Grew up accustomed to moving every few years, as well as the long hours his mom worked to keep a roof over their head. After failing 4 classes his freshman year of high school, sounds like me, Tim's path forward was murky at best, but thankfully he had a mom who stuck with him and met a mentor that showed him the wisdom of conservative principles. Through their belief in his own determination, Tim's got his grades back on track, graduated from Charleston Southern University, and eventually built his own successful small business. Through the lessons taught by his mentor, Tim developed his mission statement, which is to positively affect the lives of 1 billion people. That led him to public service, where he was elected to Charleston County Council, the South Carolina House of Representatives, and the United States House of Representatives, and the United States Senate. Dang, bruh. Since joining the Senate in 2013, Senator Scott has been a national leader on efforts to bring opportunity to every American family. His signature legislation creating opportunity zones was passed as part of the 2017 tax reform package and has the potential to bring billions of dollars and has of private investment and distressed communities across the country. He continues to lead on the implementation of the Opportunity Zones initiative, and he plays a critical role in ensuring in issues regarding workforce development, education, and diversity. He is currently on the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, the Senate Finance Committee, and the Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, and the Senate Special Committee on Aging.
So he's a busy dude.
Busy dude. Okay? Busy dude. So, I can appreciate the fact that Trump didn't come at him all kind of crazy.
I don't think he could though. I don't like how. How could he?
Well, I don't think Tim Scott has ever been publicly critical of Trump either, though.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, right? It's a little refreshing to see
Yeah.
that from Trump. You know what I mean? Because not that I don't find the rest of his stuff entertaining, like Pocahontas and the rest what he calls people the
Wow.
sanctimonious. It's entertaining, but I think a bit unnecessary sometimes
Sure.
because he has such a body of work to stand on. You understand what I'm saying? It's like unnecessary, but it's also the New York in him. It's also the New York in him. You got to remember the guys from New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean that could potentially play a big part in this. But I mean, like I said, it's a little refreshing that he's not doing the whole attack thing. Now I gotta share this. I don't know if it's gonna play. Like I posted this, and let me see. No, it's not gonna play on here. I put up a post, right? And we'll deal with it tomorrow. We'll deal with it tomorrow. We're at 29 minutes. We'll talk about it.
All right. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Donald Trump, interesting tone with Tim Scott. Does that give him VP vibes? Is that VP vibes are coming? Y'all let us know. Jump in the comments. We will see you guys bright and early back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Make sure you hit us with a like, share, follow, subscribe. We're available wherever podcasts available. And just keep your eyes here because we drop little tidbits and nuggets throughout the day. Again, thanks for checking out Top of the Morning. Have a positive and productive day. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.